As we reach the end of this journey through the 10 timeless lessons of Stoicism, we arrive at the essence of what it truly means to live with calm, composure, and inner mastery. Stoicism is not merely an ancient philosophy etched in dusty scrolls. It is a living art of being. It whispers to us through the chaos of modern life, reminding us that peace is not found in the absence of struggle but in the mastery of self. When we began this exploration, we learned the first great lesson: embrace what you can control. Epictetus's wisdom taught us that the boundary between peace and turmoil lies in our understanding of control. We cannot command the winds, but we can adjust our sails. We cannot shape the world, but we can shape our response to it. This realization is the foundation of serenity, that our true power exists within, in our thoughts, our actions, and our choices. From there, we stepped into the second lesson, the power of acceptance. Marcus Aurelius, emperor and philosopher, guided us to see life as it is, ever-changing, often unpredictable, yet profoundly meaningful. Acceptance is not surrender, it is wisdom in motion. To accept is to align ourselves with the natural rhythm of the universe, to walk with its current rather than against it. When we learn to accept what we cannot change, we discover the strength to change what we can. Then came the third lesson: practice mindfulness. Seneca's voice reminded us to live in the present, to stop reliving the past or fearing the future. In mindfulness, we find the stillness that nurtures clarity. Every breath becomes a teacher, every moment an opportunity to awaken. The Stoic who practices mindfulness is never lost, for they have learned to dwell where life truly happens, the now. The fourth lesson, cultivate resilience, carried us through the storms of adversity. Epictetus revealed that hardship is not an enemy, but a forge. Fire does not destroy iron, it shapes it. The Stoic sees trials not as punishment, but as training. Every setback, every pain, every loss becomes the raw material from which strength is born. Through resilience, we learn that our suffering can either break us or build us, and we alone decide which. Then, the fifth lesson, choose your response. Life may throw chaos at our feet, but Stoicism grants us the power of pause, the sacred moment between stimulus and reaction. Epictetus taught that freedom is not in controlling the world, but in mastering our inner world. When insulted, we can remain silent. When challenged, we can respond with reason. When provoked, we can choose peace. This is true strength, to rule over oneself when the world tries to rule over you. The sixth lesson, limit excessive desires, offered a profound truth that simplicity is the soil where contentment grows. Seneca warned us that excessive desire breeds endless dissatisfaction. To want less is to be rich in spirit. The Stoic does not despise comfort, but neither does he depend on it. He walks lightly upon the earth, needing little, grateful for much. The seventh lesson, be virtuous, brought us to the heart of Stoic philosophy. Wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These four virtues are the compass by which a Stoic navigates life. They are not abstract ideals but practical guides for daily living. Wisdom helps us see clearly. Courage helps us act rightly. Justice keeps our hearts aligned with what is fair. Temperance reminds us that self-control is the foundation of freedom. When these virtues live within us, no storm can dislodge our peace. The eighth lesson, understand the transitory nature of life, humbled us before the truth of impermanence. Marcus Aurelius taught that everything, beauty, success, loss, even life itself, is temporary, yet within that impermanence lies a strange kind of peace. When we stop clinging, we start living. When we release our grip on what must pass, we make room for what is meant to come. In understanding that all things fade, we learn to love them more deeply while they last. The ninth lesson, the value of gratitude, shone like a lantern in the night. Seneca urged us to practice gratitude not only for blessings, but for challenges. To be grateful is to see the divine symmetry in all things, that joy and pain, success and failure all serve the shaping of our soul. Gratitude transforms scarcity into abundance, confusion into clarity, despair into acceptance. When we learn to give thanks for even the smallest moments, a sunrise, a breath, a kind word, we discover that peace has been with us all along, waiting quietly to be noticed. And finally, we arrived at the 10th lesson. Keep learning and growing. Epictetus's life itself stands as testimony to this truth that we are never finished. Life is an odyssey of becoming, an unending act of refinement. Every experience, good or bad, becomes part of our education. The Stoic never claims to be perfect, only progressing. Every dawn is another chance to learn, to grow, to become a better guardian of one's inner world. When we weave these lessons together, we begin to see the greater pattern of Stoicism, not as a cold philosophy, but as a warm and living art of peace. It is a philosophy that speaks not of escape, but of engagement. It does not tell us to reject the world, but to walk through it with grace. To live as a Stoic is to live deliberately, to wake each morning with intention, to meet each challenge with composure, and to end each day with gratitude. It is to understand that we cannot control the sea, but we can learn to steer our ship. The Stoic finds freedom not in dominance but in discipline. In a world that glorifies reaction, Stoicism teaches reflection. In a society obsessed with gain, Stoicism teaches restraint. In times of chaos, Stoicism teaches stillness. And in the presence of fear, Stoicism whispers courage. The true Stoic is not devoid of emotion. He feels deeply but wisely. He does not suppress his humanity, he refines it. He learns to channel his energy not into rage or worry, but into purposeful action. His strength is quiet, his confidence grounded, his joy measured not by fortune, but by virtue. As Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This single line captures the entire spirit of Stoicism. The world may turn against us, fortune may fade, people may fail us, but the mind, our reason, our will, our moral compass, remains our greatest fortress. Imagine for a moment standing in the middle of chaos, the noise of the world swirling around you, and yet inside there is calm. Imagine facing criticism, loss, failure, even betrayal, and still being able to say, "I remain unmoved." That is Stoicism, not apathy, but mastery. When we live by Stoic principles, we stop chasing peace as something external and realize it was within us all along. We no longer seek happiness in the changing tides of circumstance, but in the steady truth of self-command. Life will test you. The storms will come. People will disappoint you, fortunes will shift, and the road will twist in ways you did not expect. But if you hold fast to these 10 lessons, if you embrace control over self, accept what is, practice mindfulness, cultivate resilience, choose your response, limit desires, live virtuously, accept impermanence, practice gratitude, and keep learning, then no storm can sink you. You will not merely survive, you will thrive in the calm center of life's chaos. The Stoic path is not about perfection, it is about presence. It is about showing up each day with quiet strength, unshakable integrity, and unwavering peace. It is the path of the wise, the courageous, the just, and the tempered. In the end, Stoicism is not about changing the world, it's about changing the way we see it. And in doing so, the world itself changes. So, take these lessons not as distant philosophy, but as living truth. Let them shape how you breathe, how you think, how you speak, and how you act. Let them be the compass that guides you through uncertainty, and the anchor that holds you steady in the storm. Because when you master yourself, you master everything. Welcome, once more, to Mind Over Desire. And remember, the calm you seek is already within you. All you need to do is return to it.